Welcome back. I'm Brad and this is The Rare Breed. Today's video is going to be a little bit different than what you're used to. I decided to take you guys along on a trip to Tennessee and Kentucky. We were able to do a couple of days of wheeling at Windrock in Oliver Springs. I hope you guys enjoy it. Please like, subscribe, share, and comment below. Thanks. All right, guys, we are in Kentucky. We're just east of Lexington and got in this afternoon. We dropped the Jeep off in Oliver Springs this morning. No issues. Pulled fine, trailer pulled fine, got everything all floated there, and paying a few days storage just so I didn't have to drag it all the way to Kentucky just to haul it back to Tennessee. But anyway, we're hitting the Derby tomorrow. We've had some weather move in. It's a little drizzly. It's about upper 60s right now. Tomorrow's probably going to be pretty damp for the Derby. It's kind of a bummer. Never been to a Kentucky Derby. I'm not really into horse racing or anything, but it's just something. It's always been on my bucket list. I always wanted to go to the Derby, so we decided to do it this year. And I managed to talk my wife into letting me bring the Jeep along. So this trip wasn't really designed to be a Jeeping trip, so we're only going to wheel for a couple of days. Don't typically share too much in my personal life. Don't share too much outside of the shop, but we'll probably do some videos here and there of the trip and just kind of let you guys see how we actually enjoy the fruits of our labor, if you will, with working on the Jeep all the time. So right now the dogs are loving it. They're running around this property up here in Kentucky, and they're not used to having so much freedom. They keep them on a pretty tight leash at the house, but anyway, they're running around having a good time, and we'll check back in tomorrow. All right, welcome back. It is our fourth night here in Kentucky. This trip has been challenging, to say the least. When we left, our plan was to come up, drop the Jeep off, hit the Kentucky Derby, hit a couple of bourbon tours and wineries for the wife, and then make our way back to Tennessee to do a few days of wheeling at Windrock. When we left, I was getting over I was at the tail end of a respiratory infection, and I just haven't been able to shake it. So we ended up making it to the Derby. Again, had issues there. Our StubHub tickets that I purchased through StubHub were invalid for the seats that they sold. We managed to, get in the gate. We caught a couple of races, but fighting the rain and the crowds and just not having, a great vantage point, we just decided to leave. We left a couple hours before the Derby, stopped on the way home, or on the way back to the cabin, got dinner, and basically watched the Derby there. So that was very disappointing. The whole point of the trip really was to come up and catch the Derby. So we had some bourbon tours set up for Sunday. I just wasn't feeling well. Apparently forcefully coughing for several weeks. I managed to crack a rib and tore some cartilage, or connective cartilage, in my rib cage area, and also managed to develop pneumonia. So went into town yesterday, and we got some more meds, and feel a little better today. Felt good enough that we actually went to Buffalo Trace, did the Buffalo Trace tour. A shortened version of the tour, obviously, because they sustained some serious flooding about a month ago, so they're still cleaning up from that. Excuse me. But hit a couple of wineries for the wife, and so it hasn't been a completely wasted trip, but just not what was planned. So we leave tomorrow morning. We're going to head back to Tennessee, pick up the Jeep, and hopefully get in a day and a half of good wheeling. So I plan on doing some more recording through that. We'll probably stick to the easier to moderate trails. I don't have a spotter this trip. My brother usually goes, friends go, and don't expect my wife to get in and out of the Jeep. Secondly, she's not really an experienced spotter. So beyond that, I don't really want to tear up or break anything on the trail, because while I have all my tools, I don't have all my help. So don't really want to be repairing things on the trail. So this trip's going to be more of a scouting trip. Check it out, and hopefully, get some good, sightseeing in, and then next time we come up, hopefully my brother or buddies can come up and wheel with us. So, but anyway, we leave in the morning, so packed up, and we'll load up in the morning, and I will check back in tomorrow. All right, we made it to Windrock. Had to get the Jeep offloaded. Here's our little cabin. Dogs are gonna go potty. Anyway, all right, I've got a work tele meeting here in about 45 minutes, so gonna try to get the Jeep offloaded, take care of my meeting, and maybe we'll get some wheeling in today. All right, first day at Windrock. We are pulling up to the trailhead now. Of course, rain in the forecast. Nothing like slippery rocks when they get wet. But anyway, main goal today is to not break anything, and we're going to try to hit one of the Jeep badge trails right off the bat, Trail 26. We've got another easy trail to get to it, and it's moderate, 5 out of 10. So we will record as we go, and hopefully today is fairly uneventful with the breakage. All right, trailhead for Trail 26, also known as Rock Solid, and it is
past us. Gotta catch this big rock just right, and I can't see it now. positive. Anyway, thanks for joining us on the trip. We'll see you next time.